Well, what I do realize is that as of right now, no other Chicago Sky game have been moved to the United Center, except for one, Indiana Fever.
Angel Reese is upset again, this time at her own team, the Chicago Sky. She feels ignored and thrown under the bus. Why are only Caitlin Clark's games moving to the United Center? She asked reporters, frustrated. The truth: fans are packing the arena for Caitlin, not her. And that reality stings more than a missed layup.
Speaking of United Center, it'll also play host to a pair of WNBA games for the first time this season. The Sky announcing their matchups, hosting the Indiana Fever. Will be moved from Wintrust to the UC, has about double the capacity, so more tickets available to watch Caitlin Clark.
When a rookie enters the league and instantly shatters attendance records, forcing teams to find bigger arenas just to fit the crowd, that's not hype, that's business. Caitlin Clark didn't just fill Gainbridge Fieldhouse last season, she blew it wide open, bringing in nearly 341,000 fans, an all-time franchise record. Meanwhile, the Chicago Sky, even with Angel Reese, didn't come close. Yet somehow, Reese thinks they're on the same level. Bless her heart.
So it looks like the Chicago Sky have finally done what we've been asking for, which was to schedule the games against the Fever at the United Center. And also, in case you weren't already aware, the United Center is the biggest basketball arena in the country. Both home games against the Fever have been scheduled at the United Center.
Let's talk about this United Center situation. The Chicago Sky announced they're moving only 2 games to the 21,000-seat arena for the 2025 season. And guess what? Both games just happened to be against the Indiana Fever. Coincidence? Please. This isn't random scheduling, it's the front office making it loud and clear who the real attraction is.
When Caitlin coming to town, man, all these teams are going to cash in on that. It's just the nature of the business at this point. One fan saying, "Let's go Fever, taking over the United Center. I can't wait." The Angel Reese effect? No. They know better than to leave free money on the table when the face card comes to town. Yeah, man, because we remember last time Caitlin Clark was there, bro, the arena erupted.
The Sky played the entire 2024 season at Wintrust Arena, which holds just over 10,000 fans. That includes every single home game Angel Reese played. Not once did they feel the need to move venues, not even when she was supposedly lighting the league on fire with her rebounding and TikTok stardom. But now that Caitlin Clark is coming to town, suddenly, it's let's double capacity.
It seems the Chicago Sky have had to move 2 of their home games to a larger facility, a larger basketball facility. I'm sure, no doubt, this is the Angel Reese effect. I've got no doubts, no qualms. There's nothing. She even told me herself right here that it's not just one other player, it's because of her.
Sky president Adam Fox tried to spin it, saying the move was about rewarding fans' passion. Sounds nice, but if it were really about Sky fans, you'd think they'd upgrade for more than just 2 games. The truth: it's not about rewarding anyone, it's about selling out the arena when Caitlin Clark steps on the court.
One of the hottest tickets in the WNBA, Caitlin Clark coming back to the city that she owns, coming back to Chicago after Chicago gave her such a warm welcome last year. They threw Barbie night for Caitlin Clark's arrival. They gave her pink towels. The fans were lined up on the side. She was signing autographs. How is Chicago going to welcome Caitlin Clark this next year around? How are they going to top Barbie night in a 9,000-seat arena? Well, easy. We move Barbie night to a 21,000-seat arena.
Let's not pretend this is anything but a smart business move. The United Center isn't just bigger, it's more profitable. The demand is there, but only when Caitlin Clark is in the building. That's not favoritism, that's capitalism. Clark is packing arenas, while Angel Reese is still wondering why her average stat line isn't. The league has spoken, and the numbers don't lie.
This is emotion. that the Indiana Fever / Caitlin Clark have.
It's not just the Chicago Sky making bold venue moves. Look around the WNBA, and you'll see a familiar trend. The Washington Mystics, Las Vegas Aces, Atlanta Dream, Dallas Wings, and Connecticut Sun have all made the same calculated decision, moving their matchups against the Indiana Fever to bigger arenas. And if you think this is just a scheduling coincidence, it's not. This isn't about random dates or team rivalries. It's about one player, one name, Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark and Fever games getting moved to bigger venues on the road is normal at this point in time. We see it happen quite often whenever that Fever show comes to town. But in this case, it is interesting considering the opponent and considering the venue.
And the online reaction? Let's just say fans aren't being subtle. Social media lit up with questions and shade about why only Caitlin Clark's games are getting the VIP treatment. People are noticing the obvious Angel Reese's matchups aren't generating the same buzz. Not a single one of her games has led to a venue upgrade. And now fans are asking, if Angel is really as popular as she claims, why isn't she getting the same star treatment?
My goodness. America's team versus a team who has the person who is the scourge of society. Oh, God. Oh, man. Quote, they watch for me, too. Barbie night? Which one is Barbie night? You got to think one of the two is going to be Barbie night, right? Look at this. Laughing my ass off. Caitlin is really giving every single team a fundraising game. I am weak. My GOAT is simply different.
The irony is almost too much. All season, Angel Reese pushed the idea that she was just as big as Caitlin Clark, just as popular, just as impactful. She claimed the WNBA's surge in attention wasn't just about Clark, but about her too. But someone forgot to tell the ticketing department. Because when it comes to filling arenas, all roads lead to Clark.
Will be moving to the United Center. So that's significant in the sense of it will be the first games ever played by WNBA teams in the United Center. The game's on Saturday, June 7th and Sunday, July 27th. One had a date change, but they will be moving to the largest capacity arena in the NBA. You know, more than double, I believe, what the Sky's typical home arena is able to hold. And of course, I mean, this is a duh for so many reasons.
And now, it's just getting awkward. When the Sky announced they were hosting the Fever at the United Center twice, you'd think it was for a championship game. But no, they're just following the numbers. And that's the real problem for Reese. If she truly had the same pull, wouldn't the Sky have moved at least one game for her? Wouldn't her own team be using her name to fill more seats?
Yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
Angel keeps trying to write the story of herself as a co-star in the league's rise, but the receipts say otherwise. While she's busy hyping herself up in interviews and viral TikToks, the rest of the WNBA is making moves based on the one name that consistently delivers results, Caitlin Clark.
They will say this is because of Angel Reese. They can't say this because of Angel Reese, because for the simple fact, a lot of their games would have moved to bigger arenas if that was the case. They can't not say this. I know people want it, and I know people be mad about this, bro. Y'all shouldn't be mad about this, bro. This is just the reality of the situation. You're not a hater. You're not none of that if you say Angel's not as big as Caitlin, because she's not, guys. That's the reality of it all, bro.
Let's break it down in simple numbers, because the scoreboard doesn't lie. If Reese were drawing Clark-level attention, her games would be selling out, and the Sky would be rushing to move her matchups to the United Center. But that's not happening. Not even close. The arena stays put, and the crowd sizes stay average.
Folks, last year, the Indiana Fever were in Chicago, and a lot of us were asking, why aren't they putting this in the big arena? Are they really that stubborn that they're ready to just turn away dollars just for a narrative? Seems as if they got their end of their year report, looked at the bottom line and said, you know what? Slam shut. In 2025, we're gonna be in the United Center.
Compare that to the Fever's home crowd stats, and it's game over. In 2024, Indiana didn't just break a record, they obliterated it, surpassing the WNBA's previous single-season attendance mark by a staggering 36%. That old record? It had stood since 2001, long before Angel was thinking about nil deals or pro contracts. Caitlin didn't just move the needle, she shattered the entire gauge.